Alright folks, well, it's Alan Ribble again, coming back at you for Ozark Mountain Outdoor Adventures. Coming back at you this evening. I'm going on a bit of a solo adventure. Wasn't quite planning on going on a hunt this evening, but we have cool 43 to 5 degree temperatures this evening, and it's going to level out for about the next 2 weeks. So, I mean, which is still below the average for the season. You know, in 55, 57 degrees, but still, this is going to be the last cool day for about 2 weeks, or the coolest day within 2 weeks. So basically what I'm doing here this evening is going to this new area that I've been looking at for a few years, and going to the side of the conservation area that's going to be the best win for my approach, and just going to stroll through there relatively slow and easy, you know, and about the right time of the evening. Hopefully it will catch some deer movement. I'm feeling the pressure of the season starting to mount up, and I sure would like to get something on the ground here relatively quickly. So that's what I'm going to do here. I know the guys on the Ozark Mountain Outdoor Adventure team were all really super excited and are trying to plan some hunts coming up towards the end of October. We're trying to get together on vacation days and those types of things. We all have families, we all have jobs we have to attend to, and those types of things. So it is kind of hard, but we are getting excited. The season is starting to heat up a little bit. I know we found quite a few rubs and scrapes over the weekend. Me and Rocky did out at Mark Twain National Forest. So hopefully I can come down in here, maybe find a little bit of deer sign, find me a nice little place to tuck in before dark here, and hopefully I'll have a buck come through, or even a doe. I know we do have a couple of areas that have doe restrictions. This would not be one of them. So I feel sorry for a doe that steps out in front of me this evening, because I will let an arrow fly, pulling the trigger for sure. So anyway, thanks for tuning in again with us this evening. Hopefully I have some deer action for you tonight. Stay tuned with us. Soft. Been raining for like last week, so I probably won't be able to hear them, but they might not be able to hear me either. Let's see what happens. Off, but I've been standing still trying to get a beat on it. I think he's probably doing the same thing for me. Down here in these trees, I think if he goes anywhere, it's going to be downhill versus up towards where he heard the noise. Let's see what happens.
stayed pretty close to the main trail. I did believe that I heard a deer get up. But if it did, it creeped away. It didn't run away. Anyway, down here a little bit further, and I'll come to the bottom with some little, I guess they're food plots with some ponds. So, if I get down there in enough time, I'm probably just going to find me a nice little place to sit. Hopefully whatever deer that I bumped will go down there to the bottom. That's what I think is going to happen. So, that's what I'm going to do. You need to stay tuned. Side of the conservation area where the wind is not in my favor as much as it was on my way in. Other side of the conservation area. It was good coming in. Once I got down here, it's blown to the other entrance. I'd say these deer see quite a few hunters. Holy cow, folks. I ate a persimmons off this tree last week, and I think it's too bright for you to see this. Let me see here. Ate a persimmons off this tree last week, and walking through today with the sun shining. Here's a persimmons tree. There's one. There's one. There's two over there. There's two right there. There's like 7 persimmons trees right here. Man, it's real close to the parking lot too. I guess I'll eat me another one. So, last time we were at this location, I was able to find some rubs and scrapes. I'm gonna kind of set up on that this evening. Hopefully to have some buck movement. Again, this is Mark Twain National Forest. It's a new area for us this year. It's in a different county, Pulaski County, Missouri. It's got a 4-point restriction, something that I've never had to worry too much about, but I'm glad that it is because there's just some monster bucks in here. So anyway, I'm going to sneak off down in here, hopefully get set up before it gets too late. On another note, this is kind of silly. If you never use pine for cover scent, oh man, you don't know what you're missing. I just love the smell of it. I think it's better than dirt. I think it's better than apple scent. Anything. You know, of course, you've got to kind of be in an area that's got a lot of pines, but you know, I always cut a fresh branch. So anyway, stay tuned with us this evening. Hopefully, we'll get some big buck action for you tonight. Stay tuned. Making some noise here. Anyway. deer up here ahead of me, making some clinking noise I'm not happy with. See what happens. Alright folks, well it is 4:17. It's still early, but later than I like to have been gotten set up and settling in. Well, you know, I found a big rub on the way in that wasn't here last time. I got that on my phone. But where I'm sitting is just really thick, much thicker than what I like it to. So basically, I'm at an intersection with these power lines and the conservation trail where they intersect, and right in here is where these rubs and scrapes are. So I know they're coming through here. I just don't know when. Hopefully we can catch them here coming through this evening. Stay tuned. Well, it is starting to rain fairly decently. This will be the third evening this season so far that I'm going to probably end up getting rained out. So with limited days, every day counts. I don't mind just a small, light sprinkle. But as far as filming's concerned, it definitely makes that aspect much harder. Anyway, I've got a nice canopy above my head. I'm wet here, but I'm semi-packed up. There's a spot close to the parking lot that I might be able to slip in and see some deer. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, we'll see what happens. That's the one I'm wondering about. There's 3 does on the other side. I want this one to pick its head up. I think it's a buck.
All right, folks. Well, that was just a wet and wild into a crazy night. I was really happy that ended up with getting at least some action. Ended up being about 6 does in this field. And I really just wasn't feeling it in my first location, and so I headed to this field that was closer to the parking lot that Rocky had been having some success in. So anyway, I watched them at a long time for about at about 115 yards, and then they moved into about 100. So then 3 does went into the wood line, and I was just afraid that the other ones was going to follow, so I knew it was time to make my move. I think I came into about 85 yards. They spotted me, ran off back into the woods. I think I reacquired one or another doe altogether. Ranged her at 56 yards. I thought I could get closer to this pine tree at 40. And she must have heard me snap a twig or something, because she took off. But anyway, I love bow hunting. It was just super exciting. I'm soaking wet. I was down on all fours. One cool thing is that so when I seen those doe come into the field, I was down on one knee, and the lead doe she just wasn't kosher with what I looked like. So basically I went down to both knees and got on all fours and was just kind of raising my head and putting my nose to the ground, and she calmed right up. Who would have known? Anyway, and that allowed me to kind of get down on my side, and I really was able then to spend some really quite a bit of time there watching those deer in the field, which anytime you can just spend some time and watch wildlife in their natural environment, it's completely different than going to the zoo and seeing animals. So it's just a blessing to be able to spend a wet night out into God's creation. But I wouldn't have changed it. I mean, I guess maybe if I could kill the monster buck would have been great. But anyway, folks, thanks again for staying with us. We're going to be coming at you here this weekend. I'm taking vacation day tomorrow. We got youth season this weekend. So I was going to hit this spot in the morning. I doubt I will after this evening, being busted by those does. So I'll probably have to rethink where I'm going to be hunting in the morning. But anyway, thanks again, folks. Stay tuned with us till next time.